Yeah, as you know, with a lot of us, we document this shit. And a lot of times, you know, well, they cut off our shit, in the middle of us videotaping, and or fill our storage gets full and we don't have nothing in it, you know. Yeah, we're not in control of this bullshit, you know. How some of us they take our air, fucking I have two fucking plugs, and it's not up to me whether it fucking sucks the charge out of my fucking shit throughout the years or whether it charges. You get what I'm saying? But we have these cowards all over the world now that if they don't have a problem, if they have a problem with you, they don't come up to you face to face anymore. Hey, I guess it's the New World Order bullshit. They'd rather suck the New World Order's dick and shit and talk from behind whatever. You get me? And fucking, like Edward Snowden said and shit, fucking link up to our thoughts and shit and crap like that. Fucking weird ass shit. You get me? I can't even work a phone right. You know, I mean, I didn't get Facebook until like 2014. I refused. You know, my best friend, he took me kicking and screaming into Facebook. You get me? And Facebook is probably the worst things we could be on. If you listen to Steve Grant talk. Yeah. But it's a way that we keep in touch with people. But yeah, I hop off of it for a few months here and there. But man, all day. You know what? I've been zapped and fucking burned so much today. I mean, I can't even hold on. I'm a klutz now, anyways, because this shit, it, it fucks our memory. It fucking fucks our nerves and shit. You know, our eyesight, a lot of our eyesights are going out, and getting fucked up. Our teeth, the people that fucking get electronically harassed, fucked with radiation and shit. Yeah. But, and a lot of this stuff, like the constant nausea and stuff, and the headaches, the dizziness and shit, I'm always fucking almost falling. You know, some of this is in there as like long-term effects, but there's a lot of shit that's not in there. You get me? As long-term effects that a lot of us have. And it smells like fucking like sewer water in here. I mean, it always smells like sewer water because no matter how many times they clean that, they freaking fix that thing, they don't even pay attention to it no more. I mean, you'd think like management, the first thing if something plumbing or you know what I mean, that they don't want property to get damaged, so boom, they'd be there right away. And mold also affects you and affects your health and your memory. So, yeah, I'm screwed. And the gang stalkers around here, they enjoy doing this. They enjoy doing it. Or maybe just, their moral compass just flew out the window. Hey, money talks to some people. But some people, it doesn't matter how much money somebody offered you. You get me? Because you have nothing against that person, but they make it so you do with the smear campaigns. And, I know a girl, well, I'm not going to say old, but you know what I mean. It's just, yeah, she's the boss of the block. Because I be hearing her tell everybody what to do and shit and suggest it. But she's a mean one. Yeah. And I used to think that she was so nice. I did. But apparently there's a lot of hate, with all people. And I don't know if I just see things differently because, I told you after the accident, God started changing me. I don't know. Because, I am not perfect. You know, um, I used to protect and collect. I don't know if you know what that means. I'm not going to explain it. But, so I am not an innocent person by all means, but I'm more innocent after the accident because just, I'm more childlike, I guess, at times. But I'm not that person no more. You get what I'm saying? Everybody changes. They don't change because, people force them to change. There's a lot of things that change people. Experiences, they can change you for the good or bad. You could learn something from them, or you can take something bad away from those experiences. Oh, man, these people are fucking heartless. But you know what? They're adults. I worry about our future. Our future. The ones that will run the United States. You get me? Yeah. Because, it smells. Because if you watch other targets and stuff and their posts and freaking stuff like that, people get their kids involved. People get their kids involved. And, color harassment don't bother me. Vehicle harassment don't bother me, except for they always try to, scare me. Cause something traumatic to trigger inside me and shit. I've had a car come 10 inches away from me and zoom right by me, while I'm, crossing the street. And when I started crossing and shit, he was like a block away. He was trying to beat me. What the fuck? You get me? Yeah. But you know what? I will not live in fear of these fucking cars. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I've died all kinds of different ways. But I've always been brought back here. And you know what? Another car ain't gonna take my life. It might fuck me up more. But, and I'm really fucked up, and excuse my language, and these people are just making me more screwed up. You get what I'm saying? I mean, can you see my leg? Hold on. I don't know if you can see my leg and my fucking ankle, how huge it is. Yeah, it's huge. And I get burned. Last time I got really burned really bad. And I mean, it hurt really bad. But nobody could see anything. And every day it fucking hurt. It felt like just I was on fire. And a week and a couple days later, the burns started coming outside on the skin. And I had burns all over me. Yeah, I burned from the inside out. And I could feel it like a week and a few days before it even, made its way to the outside of my skin. And for these people fucking, I'm sure some of these people don't believe that they're hurting me. But, yeah, if you hear somebody fucking yell out in pain, you're hurting them. And whether you know why or how or not, hey, there's the fucking internet. Look it up. You get me? So they're not stupid. And they know they're not doing it for the fucking greater good. Yeah. It's fucking crowd mentality. Because they start enjoying it. And I don't care what, what somebody said or spread that somebody did. It's not enough for this. Fucking, hey, if somebody's doing something that fucking bad that you feel you have to no-touch torture them and slow kill them that way and commit fucking domestic fucking terrorism, hey, hand them over. You're a snitch and a rat anyways. You get me? Fucking spreading people's fucking data and shit and fucking spying on them and surveilling your fucking neighbors, and listening to every fucking thing they say and do and telling it to the next neighbor who tells it to the fucking, whoever they're citizen policing for, you know. And some of these people aren't even in that citizen policing thing. Hey, some of these people are doing it for free or doing it to fucking get high or fucking whatever. But there are people that are getting paid for it. And they're probably not telling the fucking pawns that they're getting paid for it. You get me? Because there's a lot of people around here. Some have moved. But yeah, I used to see them walk their dogs early in the morning at certain times. I used to see them in their work clothes leave at certain times. That they don't do that shit on the daily no more. You get me? Yeah. So they just sit around and fucking be nosy. More than nosy, because nosy is looking out your door or looking out your window to a public fucking, someplace that's public and out in the open. Yeah, that's nosy. This is not nosy. These people are fucking obsessed with me. I'm an old fucking disabled fucking lady. You get me? They want nothing more than to know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what? I used to do a lot of things. Well, not a lot, but, hey, used to have company or whatever. I've made my life really boring and I don't want to see nobody and I don't want nobody up in here. And, if people can't fucking say who they are when they knock at the door, fuck them. They could stay out there. I ain't answering the door. Why? I ain't expecting nobody. You get me? And I can't see through the peephole because, that little bitch fucking took the inside of the fucking peephole. She took the inside. There's two parts. One that goes inside and one that goes out. She took the inside of the peephole. And I had been here so long, you could see where she took it. You get me? In the paint. They painted over it funny, but because there was an inspection. But, yeah, she took my fucking peephole, and I went, that's a damn weird thing to do, my so-called honey trap, my fucking honey pot, which was a honey poop, They didn't even give me a decent fucking honey pot, you get me? But, yeah, she took the inside of my peephole. And one of the kids said, you know what? If she took the inside of the peephole, you know why? It's so people could see in. Because if you don't have the inside of the peephole, you can see straight in there. I didn't know because I don't think like that. I don't go around fucking spying on people and talking about them all day. Hey, if I had kids, and a husband, which, I'm gay, but, I'd be paying attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Not always hanging in the yard close to fucking, arranging shit so fucking I can be seen or fucking I can be heard or fucking, you look for patterns and you listen for patterns and you hear them. You get me? The same fucking patterns. Or you look for shit that's out of place and different. Yeah. Things that happen that don't make sense. I know this shit, everybody goes through a crazy, our first part is the crazy part, where we don't understand what's happening, but we know something's wrong. So we all look crazy, our crazy stage, and then the second stage is the angry stage. And most of us get beyond the angry stage. Because we know, we're the ones. You get me? They don't have what we have. They don't have what we have. And what we have, we might not have money and things, but we have something that they don't. And you can't buy it. And we won't sell out. Some people will do anything for money. They'll do anything for money. And I think that's sad. And even some people that were raised in a different way, grow up in this world just like turns them into something else. But me, I know what's important. Maybe I didn't like this fucking, this change. And yeah, I used to make fun about girls crying all the time and shit. And, it was hard for me and hard for me to, learn how to be disabled permanently, and then this shit made it fucking even harder. But, hey, I found out when I started becoming an empath, I found out that actually crying does not make you weak. I found out you can cry and be as strong as fuck. And I feel like my whole life, because even my son's mom, you never been a crybaby. Hey, you're not a crier. Even my son, my period or the kids, something about my kids will make me cry. But that's about it. But you know what? It's like I've been stuffed with so much crap my whole life that it just started leaking out, all that crap, and it leaks out into tears. And it makes you actually feel better. I've learned let a lot of shit go that I carried around, and I carried it around, and you know what? I don't carry it around anymore. And I feel so much better. I mean, you can say that you forgive somebody, and you want to forgive somebody and you want to feel it for yourself. But it doesn't always happen that way. Even though you want so bad to let stuff go, it's still there. And even though you're trying to feel the forgiveness, it's still there. These past few years, I've let so much go. I am not carrying around anything. I had a hard time with holding grudges. I held them forever. And you know what? One thing when I was raising my kids, I told them, don't ever let the Garcia grudge separate us. And the Garcia grudge is, one of us does something to the other or something happens. And the Garcias have a habit of not speaking, over 15 years, or not talking to them until they're dying, or letting each other die and not talking at all, never talking again. Yeah. And that's fucking sad. You get what I'm saying? And before I had to watch out because I had children and I can't, no. But I was the type of person that, I could see myself doing that. I've done it to other people, not Garcias, but, I could see myself definitely doing that. So I had to watch it and make sure that, no. Because you have to set an example. But, I have permanent neuropathy now. I used to only get it when I get the shocks and the freaking burns. Permanent neuropathy. I cannot feel my feet, but yet they hurt. I didn't know what that meant. When people that I knew with diabetes would say that. If they're numb and you can't feel them, how can you hurt? You get me? I know now. My hands and my feet are permanent because of this crapola. I used to inflame my feet so bad, I'd put on a pair of shoes, I'd stuff them in, and then I'd get to the corner, and I knew I wasn't going to get where I was going, and I'd come back. And my feet are always swollen. And, this time I think, when I pass, I think it's going to be the permanent time that, I don't get put in a coma and, get out of it, or freaking I'm not on life support, Yeah, I think this next time, I think it might be the time. You get me? But it's God's will. It's if I've done enough, because, I used to think that He kept bringing me back for the kids, because the kids they don't fucking need me. Yeah, it was for this. Like somebody gives you a prophecy. Somebody gave me a prophecy when I was like 16. They used to tell me, come as you are. It doesn't matter if you're dressed like that. It doesn't matter if you got marks in your arms. You know what I mean? And, yeah, Veronica Galvan, she gave me a prophecy. The Lord told her to tell me something, and she did. And I've never looked that story up in the Bible, but it was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I guess they got put in a fire, and they came out unscathed. Yeah, but you know what? In times of my life, the 15 counts of armed robbery, everything. I sit there, is this it? Is this what, is this what it was? Is this what God was talking about? You know what I mean? But no. It wasn't it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, I'm absolutely positive. Before I was unsure, always questioning. You know what I mean? The 15 counts of armed robbery. Bill, motion to suppress all evidence as a result of a warrantless arrest. So I've been blessed plenty of times. So I was always like, is this it? Unscathed, da 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 da. But you know what? No, it's this. It is this. I was always unsure before. This is it. If I wouldn't have, I'm not gonna say upgraded, because to me this isn't an upgrade. I'm just different than I was. You get me? Probably say rebuilt inside or something, reconstructed. And I'm not talking about with the doctors, because I was reconstructed that way too. I'm talking about within as a person. You get what I'm saying? And you accept what God gives you. Is it easy? Sometimes feeling other people's feelings and carrying that with you and internalizing it, it wipes the hell out of you. Is it easy carrying around your own feelings and crying when you get frustrated, and crying when you're happy, or crying when something good happens to somebody else, and it touches you? You get me? It's exhausting. Am I used to it? No, but I accept it. Because that's how, He seemed fit to change me. And it's not my will. Because, have you ever tried fighting God? You get me? It's going to happen anyways. Whatever He wants to happen, it's going to happen. That's why I never could understand people that make deals with God. Because that vato high in the sky, that's the only one I'm scared of. Truly scared of. Because I'm at peace. I get angry. Everybody gets angry. We're all human. Well, not all of us. Not all of us are human. A lot of people have lost their humanity. It's happened all over the world. It's an expression, it just slipped out of my mouth. But you know and I know we're not all human. Because technically, it takes blood, guts, veins, and a heartbeat, and pulse, and skin. But you know what? To be a human being, so technically, yeah, everybody's human. But to be a real fucking human, it takes a lot more than that. You get what I'm saying? And we're losing our humans. People are losing their humanity. And I got all this love. And hey, I lost my laughter for a while. But you know what? Yeah. You know, that's the way I deal with things now. You know, joking and stuff like that. You know, I mean, nobody's perfect. We get angry. We have human emotions. But you know what? Yeah. A lot of people have lost theirs. Fucking straight out sellout, snitch, fucking bitch ass rat cowards. You get what I'm saying? It's not in front of your face, eye to eye. You know what? Fuck what you stand for. Fuck who you are. You get what I'm saying? People aren't taking it like that. They're not talking like that. The way that you and I grew up. You know what I mean? And the way they fucking probably grew up too. And it's sad. It's really sad. You know, but I'm glad. You know, if it doesn't get better, because, you know, a lot of the shit that we experience, and I'm saying it lightly, we suffer through. Most of it's public. And it's acknowledged by doctors. They say don't tell your psych. No, a lot of them know about that shit, this shit. Come on. The United Kingdom acknowledges this crap. You know, people are going to court and shit. You know, one thing they're not doing yet, though, is locking people up for it, though. But it'll happen. I don't know if it'll be when I'm still alive, but hey, if I died tomorrow, you know what, I'd be good. Because you know what? I'm all right. You know, internally and with him, yeah, I'm all right and I'm at peace. But then again, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's his time, not mine. You know, I got on here, I was a little bit perturbed, a little bit. Okay, we got this guy in the cupboard. I call him the man in the cupboard. Because, you know, the Indian in the cupboard. Do you remember that? But, man, that cupboard smells. I'm sure it don't smell down there in his apartment. But who knows? Because, at least throughout the whole fucking building. We got the little man in the cupboard. Fucking, yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking my little nicknames for these people and shit. But yeah. We got the wallflower couple. The wallflowers are the ones that fucking watch me fucking go pee and shit and take a shit and fucking shower and stand by the other side of the wall and listen to me. Man, you know, I mean, hell, I could sit around and listen to them too, but no. They do it with their fucking little gang stalker shit. Fucking, yeah. Because I'm important in their life. If they don't have me, they just have each other. And isn't that supposed to be an F? What the fuck? You know, I mean, who focuses? You know, you're supposed to be happy with your mate. You know, if you're young, you're supposed to be out there doing things and enjoying your life. But in San Pedro, I don't know why, but voila, it's me. You know, San Pedro's got a weird fucking twisted fetish, you know, that, hey, they always have to know what I'm doing. And it's fucking weird. You know, hey, they probably fucking film this shit and fucking, well, as, what do you call it? Kevin says, that, hey, yeah, they do this, sell this shit for fucking people's entertainment. They probably fucking jack off to it too. Me falling and fucking screaming and shit in pain. They probably fucking whack off their dicks or fucking rub their little pussies to that.